Hey guys, welcome back to the Blade Bloodhound. Today we're going to talk about a Case 1992 Barlow set that I picked up. I got this from a collector. They were selling some and I had to pick it up. Usually I don't pay as much as I do for these knives, but I gave a pretty penny for these just because I wanted them. All right, guys, I believe this case is oak. I'm not positive, but we'll know in a little bit when we open it up. So we're going to take a gander at these knives. So the first one, I looked this collection up and I knew that it came with a India Stag knife. And I don't know if you can tell, but that bone or stag is beautiful. Super, super fat. I mean, some thick, good looking stag. So we're gonna open up this blade and I'm gonna zoom in on it. They're all serial numbered, 542. It's made in 1982, which is actually back when Jim Parker owned Case. He always did that with the dating for some reason. But anyway, it's a great knife, 2-blade. We're gonna open up this pin blade. I didn't grease these because they've been sitting up since 92 and I didn't wanna be the one to mess with them too much. But this blade is labeled 52009.5 stainless steel. The 5 is indicating that it is Stag. That's always something to look at. If somebody says, I've got a Stag knife and I want you to buy it, look at the number on it. If it says 5 at the beginning, it's Stag. If it says 6.5, it's bone Stag, and they just think it's Stag. It's really bone made to look like Stag. But it's a beautiful knife. And I'm gonna clean these fingerprints off after we get through looking at them, so don't judge me and say, wow, he's putting fingerprints all on them and sticking them back in the box. All right, the second one in the collection is a buffalo horn. It's actually water buffalo. You can tell it's got some gray color to it. I love the way the buffalo horn looks on a blade, on a knife. But very good looking knife. I'm gonna open this one up too. As you can tell, it's still 542. It's the same set. Open up the pin blade here. And you can see that it says BH2009.5. So the BH is buffalo horn. That's something else when you're out looking at knives. If it says BH in front of it, it's a very good knife and an expensive knife, so pick it up. Let's go to number 3 here. The third one is a single blade. So this set came with two blades and 1 single blade. This is second cut bone. It's got great half stop on all these, by the way. 542, 1992. And as you can tell, it says BW51. The 1 is actually the number of blades. I don't know if you noticed, but in the other ones it said, you know, for example, the Stag one said 5.2. This one says 5.1, which means it's actually second cut stag bone. But it's very pretty. And it's got to be burnt. We'll look that up in a second because it says it inside the paperwork here. The blades are beautiful, great shape. I love the way that one looks. A lot of people like the old 1-blade knives. Some people like 2. I used to be really into 3-blade Stockmans, and you're going to see a lot of those coming up. This third one is bird's eye maple. I've seen a lot of people break this set up and just sell the bird's eye maple out of it because a lot of people want it. I think this is the one of the few times they actually used bird's eye maple for a Barlow. Again, this one is 542, the same. We look on the back, it starts with a 7. Usually if a 7's there, that means wood handle. A 6 is usually bone. Well, there's a bunch of different ones, but a 6 is usually bone. 7's always wood. 1 blade and then the model number. Stainless steel. Got my fingerprints on it again, but again, I'll take that off in a second. Good looking knife. Actually a good looking set. Let's see if we can zoom in on this. So it tells you each set contains a genuine bird's eye maple, genuine India stag, genuine buffalo horn, and a burnt white second cut bone. So when I think of bone, I think of bone, and oh, it is a 6 there. Okay, I just read that wrong. I was about to say, because I thought it said a 5 earlier, and it does say 6. All right, because 6 is the bone number usually. If you look at it, it says it's in a walnut box, so I was wrong about that. It's not oak. Laser etched lid, copper plate inside the lid, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, polished blades. All right, so there was only 750 sets made. So that is one reason why a lot of collectors love these. Because sometimes Case would make a knife and they might make, 2,500 or 1,500, but the lower the number made, the more collectible it's going to be, because that means the less that are out there. Like I was telling you earlier, a lot of people will buy sets like this, or did back in the day. They part them out. They might pull out the buffalo horn and sell it, make them some money. They might sell the other one. They might want to keep the stag. They may only bought it for the stag. I don't know how much these sets ran for back then, but I'm sure it was not cheap. Anyway, as always, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Thanks for coming, and we will see you on the next channel.